Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an all-in-one marketing software called GoHighLevel. Now, in this GoHighLevel review, I want to share with you exactly what this software does, how it actually works, and by the end of this video, you should know if it's right for you. And if you're thinking about getting started, I have got an exclusive 30-day trial, which you can use to get started instead of the regular 14-day trial. And if you use that link, which I've left in the description, you'll also get bonus training that I've created for all GoHighLevel members that use that link. And it's going to teach you how you can get started with GoHighLevel really quickly. It's also going to teach you how you can get free traffic from YouTube to get more clients. It's also going to give you a list of funnels to use as inspiration when you're building your new funnels. And then finally, it's going to give you some affiliate marketing training so you can actually be an affiliate for GoHighLevel and earn some commissions as well. So you get all of that once again if you use the link in the description. Okay, so first of all, what is GoHighLevel? It is an all-in-one marketing software, and trust me, I've reviewed so many softwares, but this is the most complete I've seen. Not only do you get to have email marketing and automation, you get to also use SMS marketing, you get to create funnels, you get to create websites, you get to create surveys and polls, you also get to create courses and sell them. You can also use it as a CRM. It's also got sales tracking, and it's just got so many different features inside of it. And the good thing about it is it's not one of these multifunctional tools that are good at a little bit of everything but not really good at anything. This is actually a proven to work software which has helped a lot of people. So instead of just telling you about it, what I'm actually going to do is jump behind the screen and show you GoHighLevel. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start here at the GoHighLevel website. What I'm first going to do is run through the different features that are included with this platform just to make sure you are in the right place. And then I'm also going to go through the different pricing options and just explain them to you a little bit, as when I first signed up, it wasn't crystal clear, but after actually using the platform for over a week now, I know exactly what they're talking about. So first of all, the GoHighLevel features. If we scroll down on their website, we'll just pass all of these testimonials and things. We have here the different features inside of it. Now, I'll go through all of them just on this page quickly in case I miss out on any throughout this product review. I know there is a lot, and I don't want to make this video too long as you're just wanting to know the best parts about this entire software. So first of all, it does email marketing. It has SMS marketing, which is a nice little added feature. It's also got unlimited sales funnels, a website builder, call tracking. It's got surveys and forms, bookings and appointments, CRM and pipeline management. It's also got a white label desktop app. It's also got tracking and analytics, courses and products that you can sell, and then finally reputation management. Now, it says here the overall price for different softwares, if you were to combine them, would cost about $1,400 per month, whereas you can get it for $297 with GoHighLevel. Now, there is a couple of plans with GoHighLevel, so keep in mind this price. You don't actually have to pay $297. Some of these features, of course, won't be included as well. So we'll come down and actually go through the different GoHighLevel pricing now. So first of all, we have the agency starter account, which is $97 per month. We've also got the agency unlimited account, which is $297. And then finally, we have the white label mobile app plus custom Zap upgrade, which is an additional $497 per month. And let me break down what these actually mean. Once again, when I first got started, I wasn't too sure the differences between them, but now I've used it for a bit, I completely understand. So the agency starter account allows you to have one client site or one client account, which can either be for a client that you're setting up, or it could be for your own agency. So if you're creating this for your own business, you only need to get the agency starter account. Or if you're just creating it for one client, they want to use that, you can easily do the same for them. Now, if you wanted to have more than one client, maybe you've got a agency, like a web agency of some sort, then what you want to get is the agency unlimited account. And instead of just having one client, you can have unlimited sub accounts, so you can have unlimited clients inside of it, and they're going to get the full set of features. It's even got some pretty cool options. You get to limit the access that they have, if they have any access at all. And you've got some other pretty cool things, which I'll go through in a minute. You've also got the branded desktop app, meaning you can go ahead, you can change the domain. You can also change things like the look and feel of the website, which is pretty cool. Put in your own custom branding and colors, things like that. So it is perfect for people that do have agencies and want to give it that extra bit of touch and feel. Now the white label mobile app and custom Zap upgrade, it is an additional $4.97 per month, but you do get your own mobile app. You also get your own custom Zap for Zapier, which is one of the biggest integrators in the world, and you do need to be on the Agency Unlimited account. I don't personally have this one here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Agency Unlimited because I wanted to test it out. And just before we get started, you'll also notice that if you go through the website, the main website, you only get a 14-day free trial. But I've gone ahead and negotiated with them, and for you guys, I've been able to get an extended free trial, as you can see me in collaboration. And what that's going to do is give you a 30-day free trial instead of 14, which is more than enough time to go ahead, play around, get set up, and get a good feel for it. And then if you want to keep it, of course, you can continue on from there. So what I'm going to do right now is jump behind my screen and get stuck into the dashboard. Okay, so here is my back office. When you first actually get started with GoHighLevel, it's going to ask what kind of account you want to create. Either do you want to have an agency, or if you're just creating it for yourself. Regardless, once you get logged in, you're going to be started with this onboarding process. It's going to add you as your first client. You can go ahead and change it if you're doing this for someone else. But you get given these first initial setup sort of pieces, which is going to be to download the mobile app. It does work for Android and iOS. It's really nice to see they've included this. You've also got an option to connect your Google My Business, as you can see I have. You've also got an option to connect your Facebook, so you can get Facebook leads directly inputted into CRM, which is really nice. You've also got a web chat widget, which you can embed. And then finally, it's going to ask you to connect to Stripe, so you can take payments and everything like that. And it's also going to record all of your payment history. And then below that, we've got a team member option. So this is going to be the first initial steps. Basically, just click on the buttons. It's going to have all the options and information on how to set these up. It's pretty quick. It only takes maybe 5 minutes. And then once that's done, you're ready to roll. So let me explain for you, give you a bit of a tour about the dashboard first. On the left here, we have got a little drop down. My social media company is called Intact Media Limited. If I click on that, you'll also see we've got this little button here, switch to agency view. And what that's going to do is take me to my agency account. As I'm on the unlimited agency, I can create as many different clients as I want, and they would all appear down here. Now, just before I get into the agency account, I'll just walk through what you can expect to see inside of the dashboard. So first of all, we have here quick actions. This is really easy if you want to add in a contact, an appointment, a review request, or if you want to create an opportunity inside of your CRM. So this is real cool. If you are just talking on the phone to someone, you can easily go and manually put in the information, or if you see someone on the street, things like that. So that's there if you need it. We've also got here the dashboard, which is going to show you your different opportunities that you've currently got going, your different pipeline value, how much your conversion rate is, and then we've also got a nice little funnel to see how all of your different pieces of your marketing plan are working. We've also got your stages distribution as well, and manual actions. Then finally, down the bottom, we've got things like Google My Business. As you can see, I'm not actively using this. This is more of just a test business that I have, but it tells you how you're doing on Google My Business and how many calls and things you get like that as well. So it's actually quite informative if you think about it. It's got loads of different things, and integrating to like Google My Business and all these different softwares that are available is really cool as well. Next on the left, we have conversations, and this is where you can actually embed things like a website widget. Let me just pull that up and show you what it looks like. So this is the website widget here. As you can see, it's taken already my name and my last name, and it's also just engaged with me, which is pretty cool now that I've come back. And this widget is fully customizable. We can go through that in a little bit. But at the default, what you're going to get is enter your question below, and a representative will get right back to you, name, mobile number, and message. And then once they fill that out on your website, it's going to create a new conversation here. Now, let's just say you do chat with them. Once again, you have got a mobile app, so if you're on the move and you get a notification, could be a chat coming through. What you can then do is go ahead and create an opportunity, which we'll go through soon, and then you can start putting them through your sales pipeline, which is really cool. And just to let you know, you can customize everything, the colors, the pictures, and what it says. So it's all really good and dandy. Now, you'll also sync this with different types of things as well. For example, you can send SMSs right from here now that you have their email number. You've also got tags, so when you start getting into your CRM, you can start seeing and filtering things based on their tags, everything like that. So it is a really cool platform, considering everything is included. And one other part of the conversations which I'm going to talk about is the trigger links. So what that means is you can create custom links inside of this little platform here, right? Let's just say it's for a booking button, or it could be for whatever it is. If you use this link trigger, what that's going to do is be recorded every time it gets clicked. So if you create a custom one for Steve and he goes ahead and clicks on it, it's going to note that Steve has clicked that link. So obviously they're very active within your chat, and it's just good to know how your potential clients are going. So I'm really stoked with the conversations tab. Having this feature included, which connects to your web app as well as connecting to your different funnels, emails, automations, everything like that, is something that is really hard to put together with multiple softwares. So having it all in one place is a big game changer. So coming down, we've got calendars. I haven't really played with calendars too much, but what you can do once you start getting appointments is you can see inside of here how your day, your week, your month is going, and you can also see the different appointments that you have listed. And if you want to see how to actually create a calendar based around on your times and what's involved with these sort of appointments that can be scheduled, I'll just quickly go through the calendar settings. I know a lot of people are quite sort of hesitant because of features, but don't worry, this one has got loads. So first of all, once you open a new calendar, we have here team and event setup. It's going to ask the name of this calendar. So if it's for a specific type of appointment, you can do things like that. We've also got the description, the title, the meeting location. These are all going to be part of the different inputs that are going to be sent in the emails once they're confirmed. You can also link it to your Google Calendar, and you can also have a 1 or 2-way sync option. This is great. If people cancel, then you can see they've canceled, and then you can also send them other places as well. Next, we have our availability, which is probably the most important one for a lot of people. You can set your times and your intervals between the times as well, and how many appointments per slot. So depending on the industry that you're creating this calendar for, it's going to have a lot of options between it. I like the buffer duration between appointments because you want to have a little bit of time between them. You can't just go back to back all the time. We've also got a scheduling notice, so if you want them to give you at least a day in advance before you book, you can easily do it. We've also got date ranges, and then finally we have offers hours below, so there is more than enough options. And then finally, once you have filled out your times, your days, and what it's all about, you've got here the confirmation, which is going to be sent out to them. We've also got a Stripe payment if you want to take payments for these particular appointments. And then finally down the bottom is the notes, which are going to be sent. We've got a Facebook Pixel ID if you're running ads. And then we have custom code. Depending on what type of third-party platform you're using, you'd probably want to add this in here. And then finally, once you have got your form submission, you can redirect them or take them to a custom thank you page, which is going to have this information sent. So it's all very easy to set up. Of course, everyone is going to be slightly different. I would use this for an initial call or a free consultation, things like that. And then I could also use it for, say, training, whatever the needs may be. Everyone is completely different. So it's really good to see, though. I'm really stoked with how the calendars turned out. Now let's get into contacts. So contacts for me is really the icing on the cake when it comes to GoHighLevel and just management in general in CRM. Reason being is I tried to do this a few weeks ago by integrating a lot of other third-party softwares to one centralized CRM, but it was a really big hassle because a lot of the platforms didn't talk with each other, or else I had to use things like Zapier, and then there was delays, things like that. So it was a bit of a headache. And once again, GoHighLevel allows you to integrate all of these different avenues, websites, funnels, everything like that, and it all gets recorded on top of your CRM. And let me show you what I mean. So let's have a look at old Steve Gobstopper that just went to my website just before. Now, if we look at the activity here on the right, this alone has been a massive sort of pat on the back for these guys. They've really done a good job. So first of all, he came and visited the page. He had a look at Google AdWords. So for him to actually click on Google AdWords, I know he's interested in this particular type of service. We've also got, he's come back to the homepage. He had a look at web, which I believe is websites. He came back to the homepage for a bit and then he filled out a chat form. So to me, this looks like this guy is pretty interested in potentially running Google AdWords campaigns and potentially having a bit of website work done. And then he's gone ahead and filled out the form, so you know he's keen. So now you know what this guy is actually interested in. Now, if we come here on the left, over time you can come through and fill up as much information on the left as well. We've also got some general info if you do get it, which is cool. But the good thing about it is if you do have a chat with Steve, you can just message back and forth normally, and he's going to get it sent via email, or else you can also SMS it as well, which is pretty cool to see. But everything is inside of it. We've also got some tasks, and as you go through different sales pipelines, things like that, you can start adding in some tasks. It's really simple to do. You can just come on the right, click on add new, and you can add in a task. You can also assign it to different people if you've got people in your industry. There's also an assign button here as well. And then we've also got some notes. If you want to add in some notes, once again, the add new is there. And then finally, we've got appointments. So once there are some appointments connected, you can also add them inside of here. You can click add new as well once you've synced in your calendar, and it's going to automatically send out an invite as well as add it into your appointment. So it's all really quick. It's really easy to actually navigate. I personally love this CRM just because it integrates with everything and you know exactly what your customers or your clients have been doing. You've also got some different options up top. We've got things like contact requests if you want to request other people to join your CRM. You've also got bulk actions, which you can go through a bit later. There's also restore and smart lists. I haven't gone through these as much, but those are there as well. We've also got some settings, which is allowing you to add in custom fields if your clients require specific custom fields. So that is contacts. It's really cool. Once again, if you come down, we've also got the link to opportunities as well as the different campaigns. You can also opt them out of marketing. This is probably a good idea if you're sending client acquisition type of marketing campaigns, but you've already signed them up. You don't want them to get any more. And then you've got some different offers if you create some. So let's go ahead and have a look at opportunities, right? So opportunities is a pretty cool one. This is like a Kanban style board, which is fully integrative. It's also quite smart, so it can work with different things. And this directly leads to your different statistics that are on your dashboard. So those are pretty cool, and you can edit things as you need them. So here's old Steve Gobstopper, right? I've gone ahead and created an opportunity for Steve. His lead value is $1,000. So what I want to do is obviously close Steve into the business and get some business from him. Inside of add edit appointments, we've also got the appointments, tasks, and notes once again that you can add inside of this. And you can also drag them between different parts of your sales pipeline. Now, if you're looking at the sales pipeline, you're like, hey, this one isn't really right for me. What you can actually do is come to pipelines and create your own. So what I'll do is quickly show you how this works, because this was one of my objections in many CRMs. They didn't quite have the abilities that I needed for my business. Mine's quite custom and I do things a specific way. So let's just call this the custom sales pipeline, right? And for stage one, I'm going to call this the outreach. Okay, and I'm going to add another stage. Second stage is going to be in conversation. Third stage can be send offer / proposal. And then finally, the last stage can be send or finish paperwork, something like that, right? And I can go ahead and click save. You've also got a few options here, visible in funnel chart and visible in pie chart. Those are both in part of the dashboard. If you don't want this particular one to be added into those statistics, that's also completely fine. So now that we've got our custom sales pipeline, if I come back to opportunities, what I can do is go ahead and create a new customer. So I'm going to call this contact name Bill Jobs, right? His email is billJobs@gmail.com. His phone number is something like that. And then what I'm going to do is call this Jobs Bill Industries. This is just to give you an idea of how it works. And this could be Jobs Bill Industries Web Dev. Okay. And what I can do is come down to pipeline and which particular pipeline is he going to go through. Now, if this is great, if you are doing different services, and through the different services, you're going to have different onboarding, right? Or different, sign up processes. So what you can do is choose the one that you want to have just to make sure everything flows smoothly instead of having one generic one. And what you want to do is choose a stage. So, hey, he's in the outreach stage right now. And the value, you always want to put in a value. So this could potentially be something like, $10,000, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, click on add. I might even put in a source just to have that data there. This can be in-person conversation, or even referral is probably a good one. Lots of people love to meet at meetings, okay? So now I've gone ahead and added him. And as you can see, in a few moments, if we go to the sales pipeline, I go to the custom, we now have one new person inside of it. We've got jobs, Bill Industries, web dev. So it's a web dev job. He's worth $10,000. So in my outreach in total, I've got $10,000 worth of leads inside of here, potential value. And then as you go through, you can drop them in. And you can see it's changing it. Now this is going to change your dashboard numbers as well, so you can see what leads are stuck at which part. And then finally, if you have the paperwork all finished, you can take it to the finished paperwork section. Then you can drop them into whichever category or whichever section is appropriate for that particular lead. So if you won the job, you can put them into one. If you've abandoned it, something may have happened, you can abandon. Or if you've lost to someone else, you can drop it as lost, and then that's going to add to the total for that month, for that year of potential opportunities that you've either won, lost, things like that. It's going to give you some nice statistics. So I'm going to drop it into one. Now, as I'm in the open filter, we don't have any leads inside of here, so you can start going through your leads and start finishing things. Now, if you wanted to see any previous leads, you could also come to one. It's going to show you all the different leads that you've won, or if you want to look at the ones that you've lost or abandoned, etc. It's all there inside of opportunities. Next, let's go into payments. Payments is a really cool one. So what you can do is create your own products inside of payments. You want to first of all connect it to Stripe. There is a simple onboarding process for this. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and create your different products or services, or your one-off products, depending on what they are. Now you want to do this because once you've actually gone ahead, you've created a job, you've created the offer, they've accepted the offer, you want to go and create a new product. So you want to come inside here, click on new product, you want to name this product something. So I might call this a web development job, right? Or web development for the company. Product description and a photo. You can choose the type of product. So is it a service, a product, or a physical good? And then finally, you want to name it. So this is going to be web development for Bill's job. Okay. And the product price, as per discussion, is going to be $10,000 one time. You've also got some additional options if you're creating memberships as well. So if you want recurring payments to come through, and then you just want to go ahead and click create this product. And now your product has been done, and now you can go ahead and create a sales portal for them to go ahead and actually purchase this. You can send them the link and you can get paid. Now at the top of the payments tab, we've also got orders. So once people start paying for it, it'll turn up here. We've also got transactions, which can be all of the different sort of transactions, both memberships, payments for the products, everything like that. And then finally, we've got here integrations. As you can see, I'm live with Stripe. You can also add in PayPal as well. So it's all really easy. Okay, so now we've gone through all the management type features, all the CRM type features. We can get started with the growth features. So first of all, we've got here email marketing. And if I come to create new, this is going to give us some of the basic templates that we can get started with. So we have here update simple, which is sort of like a newsletter type of email template. We've also got promotion if you're selling something, especially good if you're a store. We have here the membership welcome email. So if you're selling courses or creating courses for some of your clients or people or whatever it may be, you've got this email here. We also have a Shopify specific couple of templates, the order confirmation and abandoned checkout. So those are cool. We've also got the HTML import if you are an HTML builder. We've also got the builder at the top as well. Or else you can start from blank. So if I just click on the update one, just to give you an idea of what the email builder actually looks like. Inside of your build sort of area, we have here columns, sections, then we've got columns as you normally would, and then we have elements inside of those columns. Everything is drag and drop, so you can just literally click on this little blue box on the left to drag things around wherever you want it to go. You've also then got your edit button, so you can either click on it or you can click on the edit button, and there's all your options for this particular element. And if we want to add in anything new, you can just drag it in where it wants to go, and then you can build from there. So it's all very straightforward. Now, in terms of elements, we just got text, image buttons, divider, social, footer, code, video, and shopping cart and RSS, different options. So they've kept things nice and simple, just so no one sort of gets lost or overwhelmed with different elements. Then finally, we have some appearance settings for the page itself. And then everything else, you can just literally click on it and start editing it. You can see what it looks like live. So it's really nice. It's a really nice builder. It's really simple. You've got some padding, things like that. At the top here, we've got some more settings. So this is about the email itself, who it's going to be for, who it's from, the subject line, the preview text. So this is going to be the first couple of lines that you see on your email provider. And then we've got an internal email name, so this is going to be something that you can use for reference. And then finally, we've got here send or schedule. So you can send this out to everyone if you wish. You can choose who you want to send it based on the tags, or you can send it to smart lists, whichever you've created or how you've set up your business. You can also test the email, and then you can also see what it looks like live. And then once it's all good to go, you can send it, right? So every time you choose your recipients, it's going to tell you how many here are actually a part of it. At the moment, I haven't added any particular ones inside of it. If I click these two, then you can see it's gone up. So it's all very straightforward. You can go ahead and send a test if you wish, or you can see what it looks like live. But for me, I'm just going to exit this. This is just a demo. If you review and send it and it's incomplete, it's not going to allow you. So that's a good peace of mind. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit that. But that is the email builder. After a while, you can actually start creating some templates. So we have here two different types. We've got the email templates, which is going to allow you to create it in this little format here. It's going to allow you to attach files, and you can also send a test, and that will be ready for automation later on. Or you can you can create a text template. This is perfect if you want to send out SMSs. Once again, you can send it out to a mobile number once you're ready, and you can also send through attachments or file URLs. So that's there as well if you want it. We've also got link triggers, just like in the conversation, right? So you can create your own links. If people click them, it's going to get tracked. You can see what it looks like in the analyze feature. And then we've got the HTML builder. So email marketing is pretty straightforward. What I really love about this platform though is the automation workflows. These things are incredible. So let me just show you what they look like. First of all, click on create new workflow, and then scroll down and find the appropriate workflow that you want to use for your business or your client's business. So for example, if I was taking an appointment and sending out a reminder, this one is a perfect one, and I'll actually show you that in a second. We've also got things like birthday templates, Facebook Messenger templates, auto missed call text back. So if someone called you and you weren't there, you can actually send them a text message straight away, and you don't have to worry about actually doing that. It's going to do it for you. We've got things like appointment bookings. We've also got GMB business messages, so Google My Business Messages, and we've got review requests, things like that. So for this particular example, I might actually just come down to the appointment booking. So if we look what this particular recipe has, it says detect intent on customer reply to send them booking link or create a manual SMS to help them make a decision. So this is all about incentivizing people to make an appointment. So what we can do is come to the top, click on create new workflow. And this is going to go ahead and create all of these automated steps, so it's easy for you to actually import it. So the first thing we need to do is come to add new workflow trigger, and then we're going to create a trigger for this automation to start. Now we've got a few different trigger types. We've got CRM, Facebook, and Shopify. So depending on what you want to happen for a trigger to be initiated in this workflow. So let's just say you're putting out a Facebook lead ad. You could have here Facebook lead form submitted. So say you're running an ad to a lead form. That can go ahead and take that. If you're doing something in CRM, it could be, a birthday reminder, a call status if someone calls for an appointment, or it could be anything what it might be form submitted. It might be, hey, do you want to have a free, call or whatever? Do you want to book an appointment? Fill out this form. So when someone fills out the specific form, then it's going to trigger. For this example, I'll just keep it simple. Facebook lead magnet, right? And then if you come down, we've also got some filters if you want them. For this example though, I'm not going to have any. Those are there if you need them. You can add as many as you want. So that's done. I'm going to go here, click Save Trigger. Now, anytime my Facebook lead form is submitted, it's going to trigger this automation. Now, to sync everything up, to integrate Facebook, that's one of the first steps when you first get signed up with GoHighLevel. It's going to be part of the onboarding, so all of your forms will actually already be integrated. All you need to do is choose the right one for that campaign. So that's pretty cool. Now, what will happen next is, you see, once the lead form has been submitted, instantly they're going to send an appointment prompt, which is really cool. It's going to say, hey, thanks for taking advantage of our offer. Next step is to book a quick consultation. Is now a good time to get you booked? And then it's got name and location, and it's going to just wait for them to reply. And then if you come down, it says, did they reply? Yes, no. If they said yes, is it a positive? Is the intent positive? So is it like yeah, yep, cool, sounds good, all that? You're going to get sent a calendar link. If they say no, they're going to get reminded in 2 days. And if they say no, then the internal notification will just be added to your CRM. So it's a pretty cool automation. Once again, you don't actually have to do anything. Once you create your lead ad, leads start coming through, they're going to go through this entire process. Of course, you just change everything to what you want it to sound like, what you want it to look like, and then that's pretty cool. So once you're finished, go ahead, click on publish, and go ahead, click on save. Now this is all done. You've also got some settings as well. If you want to send them on specific times, if you want your email address to be specific, if you want it to be only sent to contacts once, or if you want them to come back and be able to do it again and again, things like that. Auto mark as read for conversations. There's loads of different options here, and you've also got a start date. It looks like this is going to be depreciated for the other event start date action. So it's all pretty good. We've got here history as well. See what's changed in the last 90 days. We've also got the status. And then finally, the last thing we want to do is actually rename our automation. So for this particular example, I'm calling it the Facebook lead form to appointment, something like that, so you know what's happening. And then we can go ahead once again and click save. So if we come back to workflows, now we can see how all of our different automations are going. We can see how many people have come through it, how many people are still going through it, and when it was last updated and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. So we'll keep moving forward. Next we have here sites. Now this is going to be where you can start creating different funnels, different websites, different memberships, different forms, surveys. You can also have different chat widgets for different websites, as well as all the media and URL redirects for this one particular client. If it's for yourself, it's all nice and neat in one particular place. If you have more than one client, it's really nice because it keeps everyone's assets in separate sort of accounts. So let's come and have a look at some of the new funnels that are available, right? So we'll go to the funnel template. I won't spend too much time on this particular example. It's the same exact builder as before, but I'll show you how you can go through it. So here we have some different industries that have already got some templates ready to roll. We've got agency, attorneys, auto dealers, chiropractic coaching, construction, day spa, dental, gym, hair salon, martial arts, medical spa, pest control, real estate, restaurants, services, solar, and yoga. So this covers a wide variety of different industries you can get yourself into. And if there is something missing, there is always the option to just tweak these templates a little bit and the wording to make them suit. So that's cool. I'll just use the agency templates to start with, just to show you what they look like. So we have here 5 different types of templates we can use as a sales funnel, right? We've got pro layer sales, we've got elementary smart funnel, book with me, good for calendars, potential affiliates, and then we've also got free marketing audit. So I'll just click on free marketing audit and show you what it looks like. So this is how it all looks. It looks actually very similar to the front page of GoHighLevel itself. So if you do like this template and you want to use it, just scroll down to the bottom. You can click here for a live preview, or you can just click on this button here and then click on the button below. Now for some reason, my web browser has chopped off the import button, but it's here. So go ahead and click build, and it's going to go ahead and get going. Now in just a few moments, we have imported a brand new funnel. This is ready to roll. So what you want to do is either click on the little edit button here, or you can click on it itself, and we're going to be given some different steps. So as this is a sales funnel, we have here the 4 different steps inside of this particular funnel. At the top, we've also got steps, stats, sales, and settings. So that's pretty cool because you can see how everything's rolling. You can see what products are being put inside of this funnel, and you can also see the different type of URL that you can use for it. Now, the really interesting thing about GoHighLevel is it is a lot like Clickfunnels when it comes to sales funnels, and I'll show you what I mean. It's actually quite interesting. So the first thing, if you were to say add a new funnel step, you've got the name, you've also got the path, which is the URL, but here we have an option to import from Clickfunnels optional. Now, the interesting thing about this is you can put in anyone's URL for any type of ClickFunnels page, and it's going to do its best to import the entire template. And this was really cool because if you're wanting to save some time when you're creating funnel templates, you want to use something that someone else has created on ClickFunnels, you can actually import their URL and then obviously change all of the content inside of it. But the building blocks are all there, right? It's got all the different types of sections, it's got the different types of columns, and also the different types of elements. Now keep in mind you can't use other people's content, but this is good for just creating the outline inside of it. So what I'm going to do is actually come to the funnel editor, and I want to show you what it looks like. Now, one thing you'll probably notice is it is very similar to ClickFunnels itself. I'm not sure if they've got an agreement or something, but all of these elements, all of these sections, all of these columns, they almost look identical to ClickFunnels Builder. And if you come to things like elements, you can click on add element, and we've got all of the different options here. Even these look very similar to the ClickFunnels ones. Obviously the colors have changed, fonts changed a little bit, but it is very, very similar. So you know you're in good hands if you're doing this, as it's copied or they've got an agreement with the same editor. So you know it's got to be good stuff, as ClickFunnels is one of the best funnel builders out. But if we come through, all you need to do is come through, edit everything just like you normally would. You can just type directly inside of it. So if I was to add in a few words like that, it's live, it looks good. At the top, we've got the two different options between mobile and desktop. At the top, we've also got settings for SEO, tracking data, custom CSS, all those sort of good things. For a pop-up, you can add them in very quickly. You can add the settings inside of here. We've also got columns, we've also got rows, everything you would expect. You can just hover over it and it'll take you to the certain section. And then on the left, we've got different paddings and colors and options as well. So the builder itself is incredible. Once again, they've either modeled or got an agreement with ClickFunnels, and they have an amazing builder. And then if you want to quickly swap between your pages as well, just click on the little 9-dot thing at the top right. Can't even remember what it's called right now, as it's been quite a long video so far, but choose the page you want and it's going to go there. Of course, don't forget to save. So I'll just go update and then go to this next page like so. And then you can just come through and edit your sales funnel as you normally would. So it's really, really simple to use. Now, if I come back to the funnel builder, what I'm going to do is quickly show you the ClickFunnels drag and drop type thing, right? So how you can add in another step. So for this example, I'll just type in clickfunnels.com and I'll just say I confirm that it is. I'm just going to delete it afterwards. I'll just call this CF, create funnel step. And I'll show you what you can expect if you do use this builder. It's not going to be perfect, but it is going to be good. Good enough that you can come through, take out the structure and put in your own content. It is going to take just a few minutes to load and we are ready to go. So you might be surprised what it looks like. I was pretty thrilled to see how it came out, but that's how it came out. So it only took 10 seconds and this has been fully imported. So there's some images missing. That's completely fine. You shouldn't be using the images anyway. There's a few other cart images. That's completely fine as well. So there is little few tweaks that need to be done, but you can see the structure is all there, right? And to make this yourself would take a long time. So it's pretty cool to see, because this is going to save you loads of time in the long run. Find someone who's an authority using ClickFunnels. You can use their templates basically and just change everything to make it custom and your own. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So let's get out of the funnel builder. Now we've gone through all those steps and let's start getting into some websites. I'm not going to spend too long on this particular part. What I'm going to do is instead just show you some of the templates so you know what is there. There are so many different features inside of GoHighLevel. We're not even halfway through the entire platform yet, so there is loads in there. But if I click on new website, go to template library, once again it's just the same builder as the funnels. We have here more options: agency, attorneys, auto dealers, pretty much the same exact options as before. If I say click on dental, we've got some different templates available. There's only one in websites for dental, but that's pretty good to see, so I'll just click on it. we've got this entire website ready to go. All you need to do is import it, customize it to yourself or your client, and that will be ready to go. Memberships, if I click on memberships, we have here the ability to go ahead and create membership sites, create courses, sell products, things like that. We can also sell recurring commissions, and here is going to be all of your statistics and everything like that. So once you start selling them, this will start populating. If you wanted to check how your products are doing by themselves as well, you can come to either the products or the analytics tabs. There's also different offers if you wanted to create some inside of here. Moving forward, we have here the form builder. Now this is really simple to use. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. So once the template itself loads, you just come inside here. You can go to options, change the form name. So it could be form, let's just say this is the appointment form, something like that, whatever you want to call it. But come to fields and drop in some like labels and things like that. So let's just say I want first name, and then I want last name, I want phone number, I want email, I also want organization. You can just come through and create this entire form in just a few minutes. It's pretty cool. Once you're finished, you have the ability to save the form and then integrate it, and you can either embed it on your website or send it to people via a link, and then they can go through and fill that out. So it's really simple to do. And then you've also got your submissions at the bottom to check how all your stats are going. Now surveys are quite similar as well, so I'll go ahead and pull this up. So what we want to do is click on create new survey. Once it loads, you'll see we have here on the right slide 1, so you can name this whatever you want. It could be please fill out this form, and this is for this specific slide. So if you want to name it, enter your personal details, something like that. Then we can go through, click on the side of the form, and then we can start adding in some info. So once again, first name, last name, email, phone, something like that, and then we can go and create a new slide. So this next slide will be slide 2. So what we want to do is come on here, we want to rename it. So we could put in what is, or we could put something like your delivery information, something like that, right? Click on the side and then just start populating it. So let's just say I want address, add that in, city, add that in, state, country. And how this is going to work is once you've created all of your slides, once you've got all of the sort of questions for your survey you want added, you want to go ahead and save survey and integrate it wherever you want it to go. Same thing again, you can either put the embed code or a link, and then it's going to just display these first parts of the survey first, and then it's just going to flip through each card. So it's pretty cool to see. I'm pretty happy with it. There's also some options on the back end if you want to add them in, things like Facebook pixel events, IDs. So depending on if you want to qualify people, disqualify people, where you want to send them, what sort of triggers you want to add, if you want to add in back buttons, things like that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. I'm pretty happy with it. You've also got submissions and how your statistics are looking. If we keep moving forward, we've got the chat bubble. So if you remember, I embedded this one on the website, and this is the option where you can actually change everything. So images, intro message, how it looks. And then we've also got here the information that it's going to ask when people join onto it, and your colors, everything like that. So it's very cool. So where are we? We are here. So next we've got media. This is all your media inside of here, which is fine. And then finally URL redirects. So these are all the different URLs that you create. So that is sites. We've also got some settings here. It's this is where you can add in your custom domains. I've added one here, go.intactmedia.co.nz. So this is great because I can add in the custom URL redirects to that, and it looks really clean. So let's come down. Next is reputation. This is going to be all where your reviews are added. So if you ask for reviews, people can add them inside of here. You can send out requests to people's names. You can add in their emails, and they're going to get sent an email asking to review the company. This is great if you want to build your reputation. And then you can see what it's going to look like over time. As you can see, these are some Google reviews I had for my business when I was running it. Everyone's pretty stoked with it, so I'm pretty happy. And this is just showing you your time dates as well. As you can see, I haven't done anything in the last 6 months. Finally, we have here reporting. Now, one thing to note, this is actually all sample data. I haven't connected my Google Ads or my Facebook Ads account to it. So this is all just to see what it could potentially look like, but inside here we've got Google Ads. We can come through the specific parts of it, or we could do the same with Facebook. Once again, this is sample data. So this is how it could look, and you can monitor how your ads are going. We've also got attribution report. We've also got call reporting, agent reporting, and appointment reporting. So it's just really breaking down all the different parts of your business. Now, if we come to the bottom, finally, the last part is settings. And inside settings, we've got some basic ones like about your company, about the address. We've also got some different types of contacts, type of general information you want to have, like allowing duplicates, allowing duplicate opportunities, that sort of thing. We've also got call and voicemail settings if you want to add in that, and then also the callback text if someone's had a missed call, or you've had a missed call from them, I should say. And then on the left, we've gone through majority of these already. So this will be where all your team is added, the pipelines that we went through at the beginning, the calendars, phone numbers, reputation management, custom fields, values, domains, media, URL redirects. And then we do have integrations, which I'm not going to go into because it has got some of my sensitive information, but you can connect things like all of the initial setup information plus a few extras. Then we've got here SMTP and Mailgun. This is a email provider that has got an extremely high deliverability rate, and they highly recommend you integrate with them. So I do as well because you want your emails to be seen. And then finally, we have tags. And wow, that is a lot of things just for one platform, and this is only half of it. So this is if you have just the Pro account, you have access to one of these. If you are at the Agency Unlimited, you will have this extra switch at the top called Switch to Agency View. And once that loads, it'll bring you to this page here, which is going to list all of the different accounts that you have in your agency dashboard. So first of all, it's always going to add your one in, and you can always delete it if you want to, but you can always add in other ones as well. If you're on the Pro plan and you did say you want to be an agency, you can always delete this and add in a client's account. But if we start from the beginning, it's not actually that long, this part, but we have here the agency dashboard. It tells you how your business is going. So this connects directly to your Stripe account. I actually don't have many things going through this particular Stripe account. That's why I've added it. But it says how many customers you have, how many new customers, your monthly commission, and your revenue last month. And then on the left, we've also got the Saas Configurator. And this is where you can create your own plans to actually charge out high level to your new clients, right? So you can create the plans that you want to put, so then you can charge your clients to use the software. So it's pretty cool. They recommend you have 3 standard plans, and you can actually build them if you want to build your own plan, where you can decide what options you want to give the different plans for them to work. So on the standard plan, let's just say it's going to be $97 a month. That's completely fine. Or it could be $970 a year. That's cool. You can just leave these options. And then let's just say in the professional plan, I also want to add in workflows, and I also want to add in funnels. That's completely fine. You can even change the prices if you want, and you can also even change the name to whatever matches your brand. So this could be like the diamond plan, or things like that. So you can really customize how you want to create your own plans inside of the agency dashboard. Now if we scroll down, there is also a few extra settings. So we have here telephony resale settings and email resale settings. Now, 2 of the integrations that they ask you to set up with is Twilio and also Mailgun. Now, if you do this, you can actually resell the Twilio services, right? So let's just say this is the pricing. Let's just say I want to make a ton of profit from it. Let's just say I'm going to 5x the price, so then I get 5 times the return. This is what it's going to cost your clients, right? Making calls, receiving calls, and text messages. So if you wanted to go on the lower end and make just a little bit of profit, you can do so. Or if you wanted to, charge a little bit more, be a bit more of a premium service, then you can do so here. So you get the ability to create more streams of revenue using this. And there's more information about this here as well. And the same exact thing goes for emails as well. I haven't looked at the email ones, but I assume it's the same exact thing. So it's very cool. It's something I haven't seen before in one of these types of platforms. So I think this is a really good game changer. So I'll just go ahead and save that as I've been playing with it. So let's go now to account snapshots. Let's just say I was looking at creating a new client. What you can do is create what's called a snapshot, and basically it's going to create a pre-made business for these particular people. So let's just say I'm about to hire a new coach. What I'm going to do is go select and create new account. And then inside this, you want to add in your address. So for this example, I'll just type in Auckland, New Zealand, click on the button. Now it's just giving me that. I'm going to just choose Auckland for this example, and you can add in their details. So this is Bill Bob, and this is Bill Bob at gmail.com. Business is in Auckland. It's 1 Auckland Way. I don't even think that's an address, but it should be okay. Come down and just fill in the appropriate information. So this could be like this, right? And then the website of this client, and then go ahead and click on save. Now what this is going to do is set up an entire platform like we did with this original account, like here, right? Intake Media, and they can actually log into everything like we've been able to as well. Now, just before we continue, we've got some more information if we want to add it, things like social profiles, so you can integrate with them if you wish. It's going to list these on the website as well. And there's also some services that are coming out in the near future, which also allow integrations to a platform called Yext, which helps you index websites even faster, as well as Google My Business. So these guys are working on a few new things. I even believe they're starting to work on social media scheduling as well and posting. So that's a pretty cool feature. So there's loads of things coming out in the future. But what I'm going to do is come to Actions, Load Snapshot. You can also come to Accounts and load it there. But I'll click on Load Snapshot. And then you want to select your snapshot here. So I'm going to say Coaching. Click on Proceed. And then it's going to say, what things do you want to add into this particular snapshot? And once again, a snapshot is like an entire business and like an entire digital presence, everything like that. So I'm just going to leave all of these in, click on proceed, look for conflicts. I'm just going to skip it. And then finally response. It says copying the data. We will send a notification once it's completed. And just to let you know, I think last time the snapshot took about a minute. I'll go ahead and pause this video and see how long it takes. It's going to send a notification once it's all done. Right, so that has all been done. Now we have added in here. So once again, I've renamed this Auckland, so that's completely fine. And if you want to get into that client's account, come to click here to switch. Down the bottom, we've got Auckland, click on that. And now we've got this pre-loaded account ready for your customers to actually use. So they can download the mobile app. They can also connect Google My Business. You can also do it on behalf as well. Fill out all of these so they're all completed. And just to show you what this is actually done, if I come to, say, automation, we've got inside here workflows, right? Click create new workflow. There's all of these templates, less than before because they've been specific to this industry. And if we come to campaigns, these are all the different types of offers that we can actually run, right? And they're all in draft, ready to edit. So you can come through and start running these particular types of campaigns. As you can see, we've got this campaign, which has got an SMS, then an email, then a call, then an email, then an SMS, and then a voicemail. So this is like a crazy discovery call with some nurturing in it as well. So these are all here. All you need to do is customize it for your client. Same thing goes for email marketing. You've also got funnels, templates, everything like that. It's all ready to rock and roll, specific to that particular industry, which makes it really cool. So that's a snapshot. That's how you add an account. Super easy. We've also got here a reselling dashboard. Now this has got the Yext listing. I'm not in the US, so I can't have ability to resell this right yet. There's also other things like a WordPress integration, I believe, coming soon. And then there's that whole social media scheduling thing coming out as well, which is cool. But it's not out just yet at the time of shooting this. No doubt it'll be out in the next month or so, I believe I read somewhere. Below that, we've got a marketplace. So if you want to get some services done for you, GoHighLevel provide a bunch. So depending on what you want, so if you're looking for a Facebook advertiser, you can have GoHighLevel come and set things up. This one's a setup only. If you want logo and branding, this is all here. Copywriting, listings managers, priorities, social media management. So there's loads of different services that GoHighLevel provides. Just come inside here, choose the one you want, and then you can speak to them about it as well. Next, we have an affiliate portal. So this will actually integrate with GoHighLevel's affiliate dashboard. It's using a third-party software called First Promoter, and I've actually logged into a different First Promoter account. This is why it's not working. But once you sign up to GoHighLevel, you automatically get added into it. And just to let you know, I've also got some bonus training for you if you're watching and using the link that I've left in the description to sign up. So you'll learn how to actually benefit from this the most. Below that, we've got here partners. These are people that have got a certain amount of customers or referrals inside of GoHighLevel, which is really cool. You've got to have a certain base though, I believe. Once you get to a certain level, then you get listed inside of it. Here it is here. Top affiliates have over 51 people inside of the business, which is cool. Next we've got University, which is a course on how you can actually get started with HighLevel. It's got a lot of information in it. It's pretty short, it's pretty sweet. There are a few things that still confused me, so that's why I created this entire bonus course as well. But you can come through that. It's free to all users. Then we've got here some SaaS education. This is just talking about how you can get started with the SaaS mode, which is selling services to the clients. We've also got the fast track, which I believe is another course. Yeah, so this is a course. If you're on the agency plan, you can get the virtual course for free. There's also a bundle where you can pay some money. I haven't looked into the bundle though, but you can get the course for free if you're on the pro plan. Then finally, we've got here some ideas. And this is where you can actually come in and add in some ideas that you want HighLevel to look into, and then people can vote on it as well. As you can see, update website builder. They want it better than Elementor, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty good at the moment, but if they can make it better, that would be great. And then finally, we have here settings, which I'm not going to go into because it's got a lot of my personal information. However, it's all just the same thing again, your personal business info. You've also got all your different settings to everything as well. So that is HighLevel. This is a crazy long video, but what I'm going to do right now, jump behind the screen. I just want to talk about a few extra things about this platform and what you should know. Okay, so that was GoHighLevel. As you can see, these guys have really smashed in the features inside of this all-in-one marketing software. It has got everything that you would need to get up and set up your online agency and start acquiring clients. If you want to go down the agency route, it's also going to allow you to get clients to use this software as well, which I probably recommend to a lot of people. When I had my own agency, it was a real big mission trying to connect everything, especially like I said earlier with the CRM, just nothing's really connecting to each other properly. It was a major headache, but now with HighLevel, I can actually go in and see exactly what people are clicking and what people are doing. So overall, I think this software is an absolute game changer for agencies. If you're just using it for your own personal business, this has still got everything you need. Once again, you don't need integrations. All you need is this software and you're good to go. And in that, I've also got that 30-day trial if you're thinking about getting started. There's a link to that in the description. And I've also got the bonus course, which I mentioned earlier, which was going to teach you about getting traffic from YouTube, also how to set up with HighLevel really quickly. You also get a list of funnels you can get inspiration from. And then finally, you can also learn how to make some money as an affiliate. So that's it, guys. That was this extra long GoHighLevel review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and if you're still here, hit that subscribe button. I've got much nicer and shorter videos coming out in the near future about awesome new software. That's it from me. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.